They would just fight, and she's like, whoa.
You know why people hate on geomaxers and passport bros so much, right? It is not because of all that, oh, poor women in those countries rhetoric. It is simply because those men who geomax deny the life script they were given. They rebelled against the natural order. Notice how they don't have the same animosity against luxmaxers, because when you luxmax, you simply play into their hands. You are increasing the quality of their demand at the end of the day. You are actively contributing to hypergamy. But unlike luxmaxers, geomaxers get this hostility because when you geomax, you are actually doing something to your own benefit and not to theirs. You are going against what they subconsciously feel as the natural order. You are rejecting your role in that natural order as a sub-5 male. Because understand something, alright? Behind all that positivity talk, those people are faker than a $3 bill. Even if it is not conscious. It doesn't matter if they are being disingenuous consciously or subconsciously. The result is the same. When people say, oh, you guys just have a pessimistic worldview, just smile and be happy. They don't really want you to have stuff that will make you happy in life. They just say it so, they can feel better about mugging you.
Where you guys from?
I'm mugging. It was a mystery to mugging.
Where you from? Where you?
Yeah,
You're from Belgium?
Yeah. Why? Mugging was a mystery.
Look at your jawline, very sharp, nice jawline.
Mugging.
Can I get a picture of you?
Yeah.
He's mugging all of us.
I'm mugging him.
Look at him.
Insane.
Normies are very fake people. That is why I find it hilarious when people accuse me of being pessimistic or negative. Or people like Hamza who won't stop rambling about improving, Dude, just stop. You don't want other men to truly succeed in life. And you can actually confirm this when you look at their reactions against sub-5 men who succeed. Men who they subconsciously consider inferior. That part is important. It has to be men they subconsciously feel superior to, even if they don't admit it on a conscious level. When you look at their reactions against sub-average men who actually succeed in life, you will realize how fake they are. I actually offer more real positivity than all those guys. But then again, that is the problem. They would rather see people like you and me die than fly. That is the real motivation behind their criticism, if you look past all that fake positivity rhetoric. It is the fact that we offer more realistic solutions. Geomaxing is one of them. In my opinion, geomaxing has a higher return on investment than even luxmaxing. If you are luxmaxing for women, if you are luxmaxing just to get a girlfriend in the West, geomaxing probably has a higher return on investment. Not only it will get you a girlfriend, but your life quality will also go up. Your purchasing power will be higher.
Why do Filipinos think foreigners have so much money?
Because we do.
How much money do you have?
Well, it depends. Now, my income compared to a Filipino is probably about 5 times more, or maybe 10 times more. But in my country, it's worth 10 times less. For me, I can rent a place for 5,000 pesos. That's only $100. In America, it would cost me 1,000 to rent that same place.
Right.
So,
From Wisconsin. I've been living in the Philippines about 10 years. I'm retired from the U.S. Postal Service in America.
Sometimes in life you gotta dare. I respect this dude. I included the second clip because I know there would be some coppers in the comments. Oh, he's probably rich. Dude, he retired from US Postal Services. He ain't making much money from benefits, no matter how many years he worked. But really, if you can make 1K, 2K a month, you can easily live a comfortable life in a country like the Philippines. I don't know why so many of you are so fixated on fighting a battle you can never win in the West.
How many Filipino girlfriends did you have?
Many.
Many?
Many.
Are you
And he's telling the truth. The way he says many tells you all you need to know. And people get mad if you do this. He's old, he's retired from US Postal Services. Just ask yourself, why would others get mad at this? Cause they would rather have this guy stay in the US and try to play the game there. Just like so many of you seem so adamant to do for some reason, This guy's SMV in the West is lower than my Tinder match count. His life script was supposed to be an oofy-doofy, taking care of children of some female who is in her second marriage. Let's be real here, guys. They don't want you to live like this guy does. All those people who scream, you will be positive, you understand, you will be positive. They don't want your positivity to be real, to be based on reality. Now, This guy is in the Philippines, getting young women throwing themselves at him, enjoying life after retirement. Good for him, man, you know. What can you do with postal service retirement benefits in the US? Nothing. He says himself, in my country that money is nothing. And I love how he's rocking a different Call of Duty shirt in each interview. You can tell he's trying to live his youth in his old age. The life he could never have. He wanted girls, he could never get them. He wanted to play video games, but had to work. Now he dyes his hair, plays Call of Duty, getting a different Filipina chick every other week. I can't even hate on this dude. If this guy had the mentality of some of you's, raging every time I mention Geomaxing, he would be sitting on his behind, watching 7-hour-long MTAV live streams, getting rejected by stuck-up single mothers in the US.
Just got out of a relationship. The problem is she was a really nice girl and all she cared about was taking care of me, and I don't need somebody that does that.
Oh.
All she was worried about all the time is how I am and what I'm doing.
Like, have you eaten?
Oh, and everything I do, let me do that for you. No, I can't deal with that. When they get a foreigner, they want to take care of him and they want to prove to him that, hey, I'm a good woman, you can marry me or whatever. And that's not what everybody wants. It's not.
Do you want to get married?
No.
No?
He's no fool, bro. He knows what those girls are after. He knows what's up. That is what I've been trying to tell you guys. Do what you need to, but do not fall for marriage. Do not bring her to the West. As long as you are not married, as long as, the relationship stays there, as long as there is no legality, you will stay winning.
You have a large quantity of girls here that aren't married, and a lot of the men here are gay from what I can see.
Yeah.
That is brutal. That kind of caught me off guard as well. Like, he was praising the country, then all of a sudden casually called Filipino men gay. I mean, I know the stereotypes, but I didn't expect him to just say it so bluntly all of a sudden. And notice how she blurts out a very quick yeah. So reflexive. Like, it is such a quick and reflexive yeah. Then the super ego kicks in.
Yeah.
How much money do you need to have to be considered rich?
Maybe around, if your salary is around 100,000 plus.
A month?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're earning 100,000 pesos a month.
If you have 2K to spend in a month, you are considered rich in the Philippines. But that is the minimum wage in the West. You can just barely survive on that money. 1K a month in the West will be just rent and utilities if you don't want to live with roommates.
Do you think it's because of the food culture or women?
Mostly
Or all of
women.
the above? Women?
Women,
okay. Why do you think women? What's with Filipinas?
Dagan magwapa diri Pinas.
Hybrid
okay. Tanan ba?
Hybrid
tanan.
Okay, so because Filipinas are pretty, that's why.
This is the best answer you can give in a situation like this. Anything less, you will be obviously capping, BSing, and anything more will be just more real than necessary. It will be too rude, He can't be rude and say it out loud. It is because you are easy, but he knows. Honestly, if I was a Filipino man, I would be feeling some kind of way. You break your back for $200 a month. Then you see young girls of your country that should be dating you, throwing themselves at sub-5 men of the West. You guys should see some of the community members I know who actually went to the Philippines and found reasonably attractive girlfriends. 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Not model tier, but above average. Way above their looks level. Dude, if I was from there, the Philippines, I would be feeling some kind of way, bro. It is beyond me how there is not a bigger backlash from Filipino men. If that happened in the West, white men would literally start World War III. I am not even kidding.
Why are you coming here? Why come halfway around the world to be poor in the Philippines? In many places in the West, you can sit on the street corner with your hand out and make 2 or 3 times what a hardworking Filipino makes. So why would you want to come here and be poor?
Let me explain why.
Allow me to expound. Let me dig into that a little bit.
Because they are poorer in their home countries and they get no on top of that. Yes, with $500 a month, you can only live a poor life in the Philippines. But you can't even survive with that in the West. That is the difference. A lot of ethnics have that mentality. They don't understand that the West has a lot of poor people as well that live paycheck to paycheck. The real difference is not the floor, it is the ceiling. It is the ability to make it. That is where the real difference happens. If your spawn point is some godforsaken country where the money isn't worth the paper it is printed on, it is over. over. With social economic system in the underdeveloped countries, it is GG. In the West, you kinda have the opportunity to make it if you have what it takes. So she says you can just beg on the streets and make more than the average Filipino worker. Yeah, but that money is worthless in the West. A lot of ethnics who have never been to the West don't understand that. That is why I tell people, deny the life script you were given. And I am not saying this in a MTAB cop, not in a hammerhand way. Oh, this young girl on TikTok is crying cause her crush decided to be MTAB. I am not saying that. They are not interested in you, but they don't want you to be happy either. Watching young women complain about Chads leaving them and react as if she's complaining about sub-5 men going MTAB is their favorite pastime. Then you have another guy, Taylor the Fiend. Every video is literally about the same topic. You watch one and you will have watched them all. Reaction to a TikTok of a female complaining. We get it, bro. She's complaining because you decided to go MTAF. We get it. The cope is unreal, man. And those videos get hundreds of thousands of views. I mean, mind-blowing stuff, man. But there is a cope, of course. Those females complaining about geomaxers, they don't want to date you. They don't want to have anything to do with you. But the fact is, they don't want you to do better either. Your role in life is to lift them up. That is how they feel. And they get offended if you deny that role. And I know what you're gonna say. I can already hear you typing. Typical comments will be dime a dozen again. Oh, why are you talking about this? You're only increasing the competition, bro. I have only 10,000 followers. Like, the difference this video makes won't even be a drop in the ocean. Oh, my national loyalty to white women. Oh, Rehab, it is because those women don't have the financial freedom. It is unethical, bro. Man, you can worry about morals when you are 50 years old. Religion and morals work like that line. You know the famous line? You don't pray for a bicycle, you go steal one, then pray for forgiveness. That is how it works. I can't remember who said this, but it is exactly how God and morals work. You will have plenty of time to be remorseful and turn to God when you get old. Remorse and religion is for when you get old. That is the entire point of religion to begin with, so that you can feel better when you steal. You miss the point of religion painfully if you don't understand this. In every single Abrahamic religion, the biggest sin you can commit is to be an unbeliever. The biggest sin. According to every single Abrahamic religion, the worst, the most immoral believer, scum of the earth, but believes in the religion. He is superior to an unbeliever who lived the most ethical and the most noble life. That should tell you enough. One of the most unfair criticism I get is, oh, you are too pessimistic. Or they say, you are not offering solutions. I am actually offering a lot of solutions if you know how to use your brain and are able to read between the lines. And some of those people who say that, you gotta understand why they say that. The main motivation behind their behavior. Some of them are low IQ, of course. If you watch my videos, actually watch them and still think I am not offering solutions or I am just pessimistic, you simply have low IQ. And this isn't even me trying to diss you, trying to insult you. It is a statement of fact. If you actually watch my videos and think I am not offering solutions, you simply have a double-digit IQ. This is a statement of fact. And then you have the others, right? Some of them who say, oh, don't watch that guy, he is too pessimistic. Just buy my course instead. Just buy my coaching session, where you will be lectured by Cindy Gray. When they say that, they don't really want you to become successful. They don't really want us to lift ourselves up. Otherwise, it would make them feel worse about themselves. All their fake positivity is done on purpose, so they can feel like whatever they were given in life, the unfair advantages they have in life, are their own accomplishment. If you are sub-5 in looks, if you are short, and despite that, if you still life mock them, they are gonna feel some kind of way. Which is exactly why they are raging so hard at Geomaxers. In their minds, our entire purpose is to play the script they wrote for us. It would be a lot better if we watched Hamza and PUAs and went straight back into the Western dating ringer, right? It would be a lot better, huh? So the BP doesn't work for them. Ask yourself this question. Why do they get so offended when they see an older dude, 40-year-old guy, go to the Philippines and find himself a 20-year-old girlfriend who is an adult? But if it is a 40-year-old woman dating a 20-year-old man, nobody bats an eye. Nobody calls her a predator. So you gotta ask, it is really because of their genuine concern for women in those countries, or is it because that guy dared to deny the life script he was given? Dare to deny the life script you were given. Maybe you will be successful, maybe not, but in my opinion, it is better than trying to fight a battle you can't win. Happy holidays.